and growing record deficits. The deficit after this budget's passed will be less than the deficit from the Bush years just 1 year ago. So it has to get us back on track because the hole that we're in with this economy is so deep that it requires this kind of effort. So this budget reflects the priorities. But the conservatives who in the House put forward a budget that only got 111 votes and 65 Republican House members didn't even vote for it. So you're right. They are united on being on the other side, but at the end of the day, it's a political document that'll be used in the elections in 2010.
Well, I mean, you talk about the deficits, Michael. The Senate version, at least, a $3.5 trillion budget, a $1.2 trillion deficit. How can you call that a victory?
Well, that deficit number is less than the deficit from the Bush budget just last year, so it's on a path that'll be half of what it was when Obama came into office, 70-plus days ago. So it's in the right direction. There's no way to get this all the way done in the first year. It's going to take us 2, 4, probably 8 in order to put us back on track because the hole is so deep.
Mark, he points out that there was a Republican budget proposal put forward, even more, smaller numbers, more conservative than the one that passed, and a bunch of Republicans, 38 of them, I think, in the House, voted against it. Why?
Well, we're closer to unity than we were in the previous years. But let's talk about the debt that this budget is creating. This budget is going to double the national debt in 2 years, triple it in 10 years. It borrows more. It has more debt than every president from George Washington to George W. Bush combined. This is such a level of debt that we probably can't borrow enough to pay for it all.
What's the alternative?
The alternative is fiscal responsibility, tax cuts for small businesses that are creating jobs. To create jobs, that create most of the jobs. Instead of, if you want to grow an economy and get out of a recession, you don't raise taxes on small businesses around the country, which is what this budget is going to do. They're going to create a new energy tax that is going to cost every American family $3,000 a year. Every time you turn on your light bulb, you're going to be paying the Obama energy tax.
Michael,
this is not the way to grow the economy.
Michael, it does seem to be true that the more people look at this budget, and I'm talking about the polls and what people think about what's going on, the more people look at this budget, the less they seem to like it.
Well, it's hard to digest $3.6 trillion, no matter what the size of the budget is. But that philosophy that was just put forward